What is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD12D here, back again here on PlayStation Source. This is, of course, Road to PS5, the weekly podcast series about any and all things PS5 as we head towards a release / are upon the PlayStation 5. And with me, of course, my luxurious co-host, the ArachKnight. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good, but you know, this is a bit of a somber episode. You know what I'm saying? There's a fog upon the recording. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to Silent Hill.
It's the hey. It is the finale of Road to PS5. Of course, it's always a downer when the Road 2 series ends. You know what I'm saying? But roads must end at some point. You know what I'm saying? Roads gotta end at some point. But in the meantime, you can catch this show as well as any future Road 2 series on youtube.com/PlayStation Source, as well as your favorite podcast service every Sunday by hitting the anchor link down below to find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and any other major podcast service, or by just searching PlayStation Source podcast feed. To support the show, you can of course like and subscribe, as well as become a member of the channel by hitting the join button or the link in the description. The Prince tier is $1, the King tier is $5. You get access to different channel badges, emotes, as well as shout outs and all PSS content, just like the homies ArachKnight, Chungi. Oh man, Kev, you're slipping up. ArachKnight, Chungi, Tapiwa Musa, Owen. Oh no. Who is the fifth? Who is the fifth, Kev? How you gonna forget the kids? Let's start from the top. Chungi, Tapiwa Musa, Owen, ArachKnight. Hello phone, how you doing? Man,
Bash
I'm gonna have to look
Brody?
at the list. I don't think it's Bash, even though shout out to Bash, but I don't think it's Bash. I have to look at my list. I hate to see it. You know, I always want to memorize them. You know, want to memorize the homies over time.
I get you.
But let me see. Let me look at the Caleb. Damn, Kaiser. He's even on the dock right there. God damn it. You know what? Let's give 2 ups to Caleb Kaiser. Shout out to Caleb Kaiser.
Shout
2
out.
ups. He has received the platinum trophy. Maybe we should give out platinum trophies at the end of every Road 2 series. You know what I'm saying? So the honorary platinum trophy is going to Caleb Kaiser. All right, there you go, Caleb. Follow us on other platforms such as Discord and Twitter down below in the description as well. It's happening. It's upon us. We're at the end of Road to PS5. Will tears be shed? Who knows? But we will go over my official PS5 review, right? As well as probably we'll get an update on ArachKnight's end, see how he's faring in trying to secure a PS5. It's crazy out there.
It's bad. I'll
It's
give you
really,
a spoiler. It's bad.
Spoiler alert, it's not going well. It's really, really bad. But yo, I have my top advisors on the issue to get ArachKnight a PS5. All right, I got my top advisors. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Wario64.
Oh, big ups to Wario64. Big ups. He should. You know what? I'm gonna give him a platinum trophy too. All right, platinum trophy award to Wario64 as well. Shout out the homie. But we're also going to do our bets recap. We did a few episodes prior. We're going to go over and look at these bets. We're going to have a conversation about them and decide a victor on who is buying the other person Mass Effect Legendary Edition for their platform of choice. So probably either PC or PS5, honestly.
Yeah,
but
that's how it's going to go.
Definitely. But let's start with what we've been playing. I've been playing a lot, but I want to start with ArachKnight. What have you been playing, my good sir, this week?
Honestly, not a whole lot. Just, I started Sleeping Dogs last night.
Sleeping? Oh, wait. I hear that's, like, really good, right?
Yeah, Sleeping Dogs
wow.
is
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah. So I hear.
I played it way back when it came out in, like, 2012 or whatever. On my like PS3, and I saw the definitive edition was like $2 on Steam, so I was like, yeah, why not? I got nothing else to do tonight, so I bought it, downloaded it, started playing it, and it's fun. Like, it still got some like old jank from, you know, because it's an older game. It's got a little bit of jank on it, but it's not bad. It's definitely as fun as I remember it being. So I played that for a few hours. I was playing through Deus Ex again just to celebrate Avengers tanking. It's like, yeah, that's what you get. Like, it's a very petty celebration, but it's like, that's what happens. I told Square Enix directly. It's like, this is a bad move, killing this franchise, and they didn't listen.
Do you think we'll have it back this generation?
There's a rumor around the rumor mill that the Square Enix is looking to sell off its Western division to like Ubisoft.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm honestly really worried. I'd rather any company work on Deus Ex than Ubisoft or Konami. But yeah, no. I hope it's wrong, because that means Tomb Raider and Deus Ex and like other good franchises are going to Ubisoft, and no shoutouts there. I think Ubisoft is one of the laziest game development companies out there. I despise their company. Fuck you.
Meanwhile, I'm about to praise Valhalla so hard whenever we get to what I've been playing. Listen,
we are on opposite sides of the spectrum. I will fight
completely opposite.
I will fight until the bitter end on why I think they're like how they make games is such trash. Including Assassin's Creed. I've seen gameplay. I wanted to walk in with an open mind. It's like, maybe this is the game that'll make me like Assassin's Creed. It just made me firmer in my beliefs. I'm gonna be real here. That game looks like trash.
Dude, you could not be so wrong. You could not be so wrong.
Dude, we only have facts here.
It is so funny how we're just complete opposite on Ubisoft. Look, I don't defend Ubisoft's bullshit management, all right? And like all that we've uncovered this year, not we as co-hosts, but like the industry has uncovered about Ubisoft in terms of management and all that, that's trash, right? But there's nothing like an open world Assassin's Creed for me, man. God damn it. It's so good.
Legion?
It's so good.
Legion looks like... Did you see anything about Watch Dogs Legion? Have you...
Watch Dogs Legion, I have not picked up for multiple reasons.
It's already $30.
I did see that. And I'm very glad I didn't pay $60, right? Because I adored Watch Dogs 2, right? Watch Dogs 1 was Watch Dogs 1. It was what it was. I didn't like it that much, right? The sequel was phenomenal, right? Like they really, really improved upon Watch Dogs 2. And then Legion, the whole way they talked about Legion just turned me off completely. Not having a main protagonist, and the only thing that they seemed to, only talk about, at least from what I was following, was that you could recruit anyone on the street. And like, that's cool, but what else though? Like,
yeah, they really like to push that grandma joke.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, like that's great, but what else can you do? Like what else is in the game?
Yeah, no. In my opinion, the Watch Dogs games started out. I liked Watch Dogs 1 the best, and then like started going down.
That's so interesting. I didn't hate Watch Dogs 1. I just thought it was just like whatever.
I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just an edgy bitch, but I appreciated Aiden Pierce more as a character than I already forgot his name. The guy from Watch Dogs 2.
Marcus Holloway, sir. Marcus Holloway.
Put respect on his name.
Put some respect on that name, dog.
Yeah.
And it's beyond me that, if you're gonna bring back one of the two protagonists in Watch Dogs, I'm shocked they brought back Aiden Pierce in Legion as opposed to Marcus. But
Well, when people think of Watch Dogs, they think of Aiden. At least I do.
Okay, you're not wrong on that. I mean, I think it's for like meme reasons, but
a reason's a reason.
You're right. Absolutely. You're not wrong.
I just think the trench coat and the hat is cool. Like, I'm not like one of those people that wore a trench coat in high school, but I just think trench coats are cool. Like, if they didn't have like a sus vibe to them, I would wear them. And like the 2 days of the year that it's cold here, like that
is so true. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, yeah, it's like I don't know. If they weren't sus, I think trench coats are cool just because of Spider-Man Noir. But this is neither here nor there.
I want like capes to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to literally like put on armor when I go out. You know what I'm saying? Like I want like an armor and like cape fit. You know, not like knight territory, but just like cool territory.
Dude,
like,
that's what I'm telling you. Like, Comic-Con is your way to go if you want to dress like an eccentric asshole.
Like, I just want to don a cape, you know, and like don my armor gauntlets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like one day, as a joke, this is the last tangent. We'll get back to topics. At my job, like when the pandemic started, you know, like really ramping up, I walked into work with my Doomslayer helmet.
You see, that's what we like to hear, you know.
And they immediately told me to take that shit off.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. I was gonna dress up as a Trump supporter to work, actually.
Oh, so no mask, no brain.
Yeah, yep. Red hat and all that. You know,
vile.
And I was like, you know,
you would have gotten more tips.
Oh, 100%. Oh, at my job, oh, absolutely, yo. I would have got at least a 50% increase average, right?
Oh.
But I was like, you know,
you had to sell your soul for it, though.
Yeah, that's like selling my soul. It's like I'm not gonna do that. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I wish though. But you've been playing anything else besides some good old Sleeping Dogs?
Just more DMC5.
Nice. I hope they bring the special edition to PC because
probably won't. As much as
I feel
want
like
them
they
to.
have to, right? I mean, like, come on.
Well, I mean, why would they? There have been no inklings of news about it being a timed exclusive to next gen consoles with a PC port. So if they don't like say, hey, like, yeah, this will be coming out later for PC. I doubt it'll be coming out at all. Like, Demon's Souls, like how they hurt me. So
yeah, that one was worse, honestly.
Yeah, no, that one was bad. Like they outright said, yes, this will not be coming on PC. We fucked up.
I bet both of those are on PC within a year and a half.
I hope so, but I have zero faith.
I think more so DMC5 than Demon Souls.
Like if they didn't put Bloodborne on PC, we're not getting Demon Souls.
You got a fair point. Yeah, okay. I guess it's kind of fair. But let me talk about Valhalla real quick. Let me set the record straight.
Yeah, let me mute the call.
Listen, first things first, right? Valhalla in 4K 60 frames ArachKnight is a sight to behold. All right, like the way this game looks, like I'm not saying it's like Ghost of Tsushima levels of beautiful, but it is like right under there, and I'm willing to die on that hill. Like I'm not talking about the actual facial animations. I'm not really talking about that. I'm talking about the overall landscape. There are certain areas within England/Norway that, and the way the skyboxes work and the way the lighting is, like there are some aspects of that game that are legitimately beautiful, and I'll stand by that, ArachKnight. All right, coming from Ubisoft. That is a fact, all right? I have posted clips on Twitter. You can peep those, all right? Twitter does do some compression. I'm not going to lie, all right? I'm not going to lie. It does happen. But if you can see this in 4K 60, bro, it looks phenomenal. Not the facial animations, though. Those still be looking wonky, you know? I'm growing more used to the combat. Like, in Odyssey, it was very much like you could hack and slash pretty much anybody, and like it was not brain dead, but like pretty close to like very easy combat. You know what I'm saying? Like it was hard to die in Odyssey, and it's hard to die in Valhalla, right? It's not like it's like the most in-depth combat, but there is a little bit more of tighter parry windows and different stuff like that weren't in Odyssey. Like, I feel like the Odyssey system of doing a parry was a lot more easy to do. Like, I feel like anyone could do a parry in Odyssey. But here in Valhalla, I am having to like really assess the animation of the enemy that I'm combating and pull off a parry that way, so it's a little bit more methodical. Might be too big of a word, but it requires a little bit more thought than Odyssey, right? I'm having a lot of fun doing raids and stuff like that, and really building out my settlement actually has really cool rewards that I'm like, oh, okay, like this is actually cool, and not just me building up a settlement just for building a settlement's sake. There's actually real tangible rewards that I can access and different things that I can build up in my settlement. So, and the story's pretty cool. I'm just out here trying to make a name for myself in England. Trying to get different kingdoms to be on my side. If I scratch their back, they scratch my back, all that good stuff. So I did my first territory, pledge, and because like you go to a map and you choose which section you want to do submissions for and pledge, and you pledge an allegiance towards them, and then you do their 8-10 mission campaign thing, and then at the end of it they become your ally, right? So I did the first territory. I'm on to my second one right now, and it's just been really cool. And it's very apparent that this game is gonna take a fucking long time to beat, which I'm cool for. Odyssey, I think I sunk 60, 70 hours into, so I am ready for this, but it's gonna take me I predict I'll be done with this game March, maybe February, maybe. Jesus. We'll see. I mean, because there's not much coming out, because in December I have Destiny 2. Right, because that 4K 60. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on, dog. January, if I can beat Hitman 2 before Hitman 3, I'm down for that. But I might just wait to play those back to back at some point later on in the year. And then we're still doing the Arachknight series, but that's only for streaming. So I think I have a lot of time to sink into Valhalla right now. That I think we might be able to get through it in a few months' time. Maybe less. I don't know. Maybe less. But I do miss Hades, though. I do miss Hades. We are going to talk about Hades in terms of GOTY later on, but I miss Hades dearly, man. I want to play that game, and that's it. But Valhalla's calling my name, Is it, ArachKnight, is it so bad I'm trying to reach Valhalla, ArachKnight? Come on, man.
A little bit.
Dog, you can be in Valhalla with me, bro.
You'd have to pay me to play that game.
Wow.
You'd have, honestly,
that is
dead ass.
Wow.
You would have to pay me to play that game.
You hate to see it.
You'd have to buy me a copy and pay me to play it. My hours are reasonable, Ubisoft.
Wow.
It is no.
Well, would I have to pay you to play Black Ops Cold War? I've been sinking a little more time into that.
I would play with you begrudgingly.
I think last week I beat the campaign.
Yes.
I think. Yeah, so that's already been said and done. Nothing new to report there. I've been sinking more time in the multiplayer. And I gotta tell you, ArachKnight, the multiplayer is growing on me, right? And it's very clear you can tell that, okay, Treyarch definitely did the multiplayer, as opposed to the campaign feeling like someone trying to mimic Treyarch, because Raven did it. And even though I liked the campaign that Raven did, and there's some really cool stuff that they did there and everything, it just didn't hit as much as I'd like it to. You know what I'm saying? It was play it, if you're a fan of Black Ops. I say hell yeah, sure, go ahead. There's some cool throwbacks in there, but overall, it's not anything crazy. The multiplayer I'm growing to like a lot more, as I play more of it. And the only thing I'll say is that this game needs more maps, bro. Did you know there's only 8 6v6 maps?
Yeah,
in Black Ops Cold War.
I heard, and it just made me. It's like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't bother.
Like, how is that even? How? Like how? Like I'm just like, how is that even possible? And like, there's other map specifics for like different modes and everything, right? That I think one of them is called like Dirty Bomb, you know, that I haven't played, but it's low key like, you know, them testing out assets for their new Warzone map or whatever coming out in December. And we are getting Nuketown this week as well. Nuketown, I think it's called 84 or 86, something like that. But like, you know, it's like big ups to Nuketown. Shout out, big fan. But like, I need more. I need more maps.
Nuketown.
Do you not like Nuketown?
I liked Nuketown. I got tired of Nuketown the third time. We're on like Nuketown like 5, 6.
Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 Nuketowns already. Like,
yeah, like we get it. Nuketown is the best map you've made in the last like 10 years. We get it. Maybe try and do a little better.
Damn, you're just giving it to them, huh? Damn.
Yeah, it's just like it feels so. It's like, oh, here's another Black Ops game. Hey, can we get more maps? In modern, like than we did in Modern Warfare, or like better maps. Did you say Nuketown? It's like we like more maps. I think I heard Nuketown. Here's Nuketown. Be happy with us. It's Nuketown. You have to be happy.
Season 1 is starting in December, and they did say that they are adding more 66 maps when that season starts. So like, okay, great. You know, it's coming, but like right now, to speak right now, yeah, there's only like 8 66 maps, and it's like, you know. And I will say, I don't hate any of the maps yet. You know, granted, like I think I'm level like 20 or 22, whatever. So not too deep into the multiplayer, like time wise, but you know, at least all the maps are decent to good. Like I don't hate any of the maps, so that's great. But yeah, and like I feel like, I don't know, bro. Like I feel like you can't have a Black Ops game without Nuketown. You know.
Well, then I guess it's either we have, well, I guess there's just an oversaturation of Black Ops. There are 5 Black Ops games.
Yes, this is the 5th one.
It's like, yes, we get it. You guys need money. Like, you want money. Sorry. I was gonna say, is like, you want money, just slap Black Ops on it and call it a day, I guess.
In the same way they did with Modern Warfare, really. I mean, like, they went back to Modern Warfare for that reason. And Modern Warfare was the highest selling COD, I think, ever. Probably not, but you know what I'm saying? Like, those 2 names that are just gonna sell copies, Black Ops and Modern Warfare. You know?
Yeah, so it's like from the years like from 2013 to 2019, COD wasn't doing too hot.
Definitely not. With the loot box era, like I still like the core games of Black Ops during that era, right? But everything else was really underwhelming, you know. And you couple that with the loot box situation, that was a whole thing. So
yeah, no. So it's like we need to sell copies. So just slap Modern Warfare, slap Black Ops, and call it a day. Next game, Modern Warfare 2 remake, baby.
Dude, I hate reading about the rumors, and like from like a lot of people that are saying this, that are in the know, that know people at Infinity Ward and all that the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is remade already. Like, it's there, you know. They're just waiting to put it out whenever.
Like I didn't read anything about, like, that was just a joke. No,
it's true. I mean, allegedly, from what they say. Like,
oh well, color me surprised, I guess. Like, oh no, you guys want people to buy your game? Just put a 2 at the end of Modern Warfare.
They made it at the same time as the campaign remaster. And I'm like, fuck you. for giving us the campaign and not the multiplayer. Like, fuck y'all. Like, I want Marvel 2 remade so bad, but I want it as broken as it used to be. You know
I don't want to get, like, I hate saying the name of what it
What?
is. Noob
I'll say it. One Man Army Noob Tube. I'll say it. It's
Yeah.
okay. Danger Close. One Man Army Noob Tube.
Yeah, it's just I don't like. I remember getting like sandbags so bad. It's not like it's like a lack of skill. It's just as soon as I would spawn, it would be death.
No, 100%. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. I wanna see how Modern Warfare 2 does in the modern day. I really do. I want to see how these youngins that are playing Fortnite, that started on PUBG or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I want to see how they fare in what we fared with as youngins in the multiplayer space. You know what I'm saying? I'm just curious how that all goes, but I digress. Black Ops Cold War, pretty good. Liking it a lot with the multiplayer. Ratchet and Clank, we did start that stream series. It is going strong. We're two streams deep, and I gotta say, ArachKnight, I am thoroughly surprised by Ratchet and Clank. Like So I'm playing the PS3 version, which that collection came out, I think, in like 2010 or 2011. I haven't looked per se, but I did consult with Christian Buckley of JoyClicks, and he told me that it was just strictly a like remaster, if you will, just an upres. That's all they did to these games, but it holds up in terms of gameplay. Like, it's just a fun time, you know. It's really fun platformer. I'm liking Ratchet and Clank's banter and all that. I think it's a lot more fleshed out and like a lot more expanded than the Ratchet and Clank remake that we got in 2016. I think it's a lot more funny than the remake as well. I think there's a lot of humor that they just left off the remake that I'm like, man, I think you could have had something really special if you just stuck to more of what the first game was, and keep that humor. But overall, it's a great time. Really enjoying it. And you can catch the Ratchet and Clank stream series on the channel as well. And if you miss it live, I'm no longer going to keep them public. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put them in a public playlist for you to go back and see. All right, so that's going to be a new thing on the channel. If you're wondering why you're not seeing the streams on your feed, on your sub box, they're unlisted. You can go to the playlist section and watch them there. So just a little thing there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much all we've been playing. I did want to plug before we get into the news that I was a part of a Dual Chakras project where it was me and other people of color, specifically Hispanic, but we had some African Americans in there. We had some, mixes as well in there across the panel that talked about the importance of the inclusiveness of Spider-Man Miles Morales, and what representation meant to us in that game specifically. So that's going live on Monday. Be on the lookout for that tomorrow as of this posting. It was a great time. It was a great conversation. I really loved it. It was one of my favorite things I did in terms of content this year, by far. So definitely check that out when you can. I'll be tweeting about it all day on Monday, if you can't find it, whatever. I'll put it in the Discord as well, down below in the description. Make sure to follow that Twitter and that Discord to be the first ones to watch it, because it was a great conversation. I'm really proud of it. It was a great time. You know what I'm saying? Good times all around. Good times all around. But let's get right to the news here. According to Jim Ryan, all the PS5s are fucking gone. Right? He was talking to a Russian outlet called TASS, TASS. Interesting. He told them that they are, quote, absolutely everything is sold out. And he also wanted to say that I've spent much of the last year trying to be sure that we can generate enough demand for the product, and now in terms of my executive bandwidth, I'm spending a lot more time on trying to increase supply to meet that demand. So he's just kind of just flaunting like, yo, bro, like, oh my god, I spent so much time trying to get everyone hyped for this product, and now I'm trying to spend all this time to meet that to meet that demand and all that good stuff. So he's doing this thing, shout out to Jim Ryan a little bit here and there. I have some problems with what Jim Ryan has said this week that we will get to. But, so we were talking off air that as of this recording, Walmart has confirmed that they are doing another restock for Thursday the 25th, I believe would be the date. It is, I think, but in the States, that is, of course, Thanksgiving night / Black Friday morning, if you want to go with that route. So we're thinking that it might be sold through numbers that he's talking about and not sold out numbers. But what do you think, ArachKnight? What are your thoughts around this? Are you going for a PS5 on Thanksgiving night? What are your thoughts?
In the current state of how things are, if my only way to get a PS5 is to go in stores, like in person, I think I'll sit it out. Like,
I don't think they'll be in stores though.
Yeah,
for
no.
Thanksgiving.
But online, it's gonna be just as bad. Like, it's already been a nightmare. Like, Walmart did a restock a few days ago, and I tried to get one, and I kept getting an error message. It's like, oh dear, the page is down. It's like, oh great.
Oh man. So I got one thing to say and then one question for you, right? So we've also been seeing this week that PlayStation Direct has kind of been like off and on. Like sometimes they'll restock randomly. It's unannounced. So you got to be like really on your ball, on your game. Why I say on your ball? What the hell? You got to be on your game to be able to get the PS5 Direct links, I guess. But another thing too I want to ask you is that are you ever going to kneel to the scalpers for the right price? Like, let's say, it comes to December and you none of the leaks are working out, we just can't do it, right? Are you going to go the scalping route, hypothetically speaking? And what's your price that you'd be willing to pay?
I would rather never have the PS5 than kneel to the scalpers.
Damn.
Like, if it was, I would wait until the PS6 if I had to.
Shoot, he would skip a whole generation, y'all.
I would skip a whole generation, then let them win.
Let the scalpers win. I had a thought about it when I was trying to get a pre-order for my PS5, right? And I was like, man, if I don't get one, I'm willing to drop $800. No, from a scalper. I was like, 800 is my number. I'm not paying no more than that. 800 cash, I would do it.
No, I would, like, you know what you can do with that money that you spend?
I totally hear you. I 100% understand, ArachKnight. I know. Am I a piece of shit for that? Perhaps, but
you could buy the Crucible.
I really want
from
that PS5.
Doom Eternal with the money, the extra money that you spent on the PS5.
I just really wanted to. I mean, I could buy my armor set and cape for 800 probably.
You could buy Mandalorian armor.
Fuck, I want it. I think that's what they actually mean by armor and gun. I think I just want to dress up as a Mandalorian.
Yeah, with like the Beskar armor. Yeah.
I think that's actually what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Even he has a dope cape.
Yeah.
I don't know if he calls it a cape, but it's a cape looking thing.
Yeah, no, I will go to Sony personally and commission a PS5 rather than kneel to the scalpers.
Hello, hi, yes. I'd like to purchase one PlayStation 5, please.
Can I get the side panels in black?
Also, black side panels. Next up here, of course, in Europe, they've been able to get their PS5 this week. Congratulations to Owen. Much love.
They beat me.
Yeah, they did. How you gonna let the losers of the American Revolutionary War, isn't that what it was called?
Yeah, the Revolutionary War.
Right? Yeah, with like the Boston Tea Party, right? All that, right?
Yes, that was during the Revolutionary War. You would be correct.
Thank you. Are you gonna let them beat you, man?
I
hate to see it.
It's because, all right, during the Revolutionary War, most Americans had a sense of camaraderie. Most, not all.
Mm-hmm.
In current day, in this war, we have a large population. All for them, one for all. Well, I mean, all for one. So they'll buy 5-6 PS5s. If you're a scalper and you're listening to the podcast, I doubt any of you are, but if you are, go fuck yourself.
Do that, but also perhaps consider selling ArachKnight a PS5 for MSRP. Perhaps that as well. You know, I will give you the option to either.
That is your redemption.
Or you can redeem it by selling ArachKnight at MSRP. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, and it's vile. People scalping. It is vile.
It's crazy seeing all of them stacked up in like a wall. It's like, fuck. That is a lot of PS5s. It's like, wow.
You've been added to list. People to rob.
I got added to a rob list when I got my PS5 pre-order. I was like, hello? I'm like, wait, no, stop, please. Please.
This is my only one.
Like, I only got one, y'all. Chill out. It's mine. Calm down. But Europeans have been noticing that there is a coil whine on the PS5. So there are a varying degree of different clips that are linked below on the PushCore article. Some are less than others. I saw one this morning that was like super loud, right?
Yeah.
And it's this weird whine that's been happening, and I've been noticing it on mine too. It is very, very faint. I literally have to put my ear up to like the black middle of the PlayStation 5, right? And I hear like a tiny little whine noise type thing, but it's only when I'm in a game. Literally the millisecond I go into the main menu of the PS5, it stops. And then it starts right back up when I go into the game directly. It's very, very weird, right? But mine is super, super faint. It's nowhere near as loud as these other coil whines that we've been seeing. But someone voided their warranty and went into the system, and they saw what was happening. What was going down apparently is that there is a little sticky label that got loose in his PS5 and was hitting the fan. So the fan was spinning, and if you can imagine like a little paper label, you know, was hitting the fan blades, causing that whine. So he just ripped out the label and it's fixed. Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, would you break your hardware warranty to fix this whine, I guess? I don't know. There were some that were very, very loud, but what are your thoughts?
I feel like I've gotten used to everything after that jet engine of the base PS4 trying to play like Red Dead. So I honestly don't care. Also, fun fact about the luxurious co-host, I sleep with an air purifier. Like I haven't, like, at all times other than recording, my air purifier is on, and that thing is an engine. For the sake of audio quality, I will not be turning it on for a demonstration, but it is an engine. You can hear it walking up the stairs.
Oh no, I know that very well. My mother has asthma, so she used that for a few years growing up, but she kind of stopped. I'm not really sure why. I don't know, but she used to have a huge air purifier in the room that was loud, bro.
Yeah,
it was like, holy shit, that's like a machine.
It is a machine. So with sleeping with that thing for I've had it since I was like 12 years old. I am 20.
Damn.
So yeah, growing up, this thing has always been on. So I honestly don't really care.
That's dope. Well, in case your coil is whining, you can do what you gotta do to fix that, if you will. So yeah,
built different.
It is what it is. Built different. We had Jim Ryan. I did a dedicated video on this actually on the channel. You can go check it out. Where I kind of did like my overall thoughts on this, but he was asked if the upcoming, we're gonna call it God of War Ragnarok, who knows what it'll actually be called, but the sequel to God of War coming to PS5, He was asked if it would be coming to PS4. He just simply replied, "Sorry, I got nothing to say about that today," which of course caused a lot of people to question that, you know, like, Beto, why can't you say? So I want to ask you, ArachKnight, how do you feel about God of War Ragnarok coming to PS4, hypothetically speaking?
If Miles Morales ran the way it did, I cannot even imagine Ragnarok.
This is, see, I didn't even think about the importance of, like, obviously I wanted your opinion, right? But you also have the foresight of seeing a game that I think it's easily to tell now that it was definitely designed for the PS5, right? But we can see someone that played a game like that running on PS4, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't even fathom, like, okay, damn. Okay, so you're definitely like, yo, there's no way God of War Ragnarok runs stable on the PS4.
Absolutely not. They will be selling like I don't want to say mediocre, but like in performance-wise, pretty mediocre. Quality of everything else is great, like in Miles Morales. Check out the review and the spoiler cast on the channel that was just uploaded today on the day of recording. So, like, it ran miserably for me on my base PS4. It was a miserable experience.
That's true.
And with God of War, like God of War 2018's load times were a little like like with fast travel and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot even imagine Ragnarok with 3 years of graphical development. And so it's like, I'm gonna be waiting in like I forgot what it was called, but like the void, like where you walk through the door.
Yes.
I'm gonna be waiting there for like a commercial break.
The realm between realms.
Yeah, the realm between realms. I'm gonna be waiting there. I'll be able to like make popcorn, come back, do homework, and then it'll load.
I always hated that about God of War because, like, that's how you fast travel. It's not fast, and you still have to do something to, like, yeah, I guess it's shorter than trekking across the whole map, I guess, but it's still not fast.
It doesn't feel fast
at all. I did download God of War for PS5. I've yet to try the fast travel in that game, but holy shit, ArachKnight, God of War in full 60 frames, fuck me, bro. God, that game feels fantastic on PS5, yo. Straight up. Because, like, on performance, it's like 45 frames on PlayStation 4 Pro, which, like, is way better than the resolution mode where it runs at, like, a very choppy, unstable 30, you know, that is virtually unplayable, at least to me. It looks pretty, but, you know, my only gripe is that I wish they do, like, another enhancement patch or whatever and make it so, like, it could be at least, like, you know, I don't know if it could be 4K 60 on PS5. I mean, if Ghost can do it, I don't know why God of War can't. I mean, they have better quality, like, character models and stuff like that, but I would love to see God of War on PS5 in 60 frames run at a higher resolution than 1080p, because it's at 1080p on PS5 at 60, you know, and I think that we could squeeze a little more resolution out of it, I think, but who knows? I don't know. Speaking of God of War, Alana Pierce, you know, I'm sure you're aware of Alana Pierce, right?
I am.
Absolutely. Big fan. She joined Santa Monica, so she'll be presumably writing the next God of War game, presumably writing something else, because there's rumors that Cory Barlog is doing another IP after he's laid down the foundation for this God of War series that they are making right now, that we're on. And it's alleged that the sci-fi game that they were working on before God of War 2018 is what they're working on now in tandem with new God of War, allegedly speaking. And Alana is allegedly could be writing that, or could be just writing God of War. Either way, I think it's a great grab. I'm sure she's a fine writer if she got the job at Santa Monica, you know, because I saw people online saying like, oh my god, they just hired her for her clout, and I'm like, that's not at all I bet how it worked out. I bet, like, I don't think Santa Monica is hiring just because she's a big name. Like, I'm sure she has the resume to back it up, you know. But oh well. So just wanted to do a quick little congratulations on that, since we're talking about God of War here. So
Yeah, absolutely.
you'll love to see it. The Game Awards nominations were here, and my boy, PlayStation had a lot of nominations. They had a lot going on this year in terms of Game Awards. I'm gonna just run through, like, I guess a few of them, but not all of them. I'll link it below if you want to check out all the nominations. But Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us Part 2, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Even though Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm gonna call it PlayStation, but it's not an exclusive, you know, because it's coming to different platforms, presumably in 2021. But we'll just call it one of them, just for the sake of it being only on PlayStation this year. Part 2, Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy VII Remake were all across the nominations, from Game of the Year to Best Narrative to Best Art Direction to Best Audio Design. Like they were everywhere this year. Dreams got Best VR Game nomination, which I'm like, you know, it's not really mainly a VR game, but cool, you know. But yeah, overall, they definitely did their thing this year in terms of Game of the Year. How are you feeling about Game of the Year nominations overall? How you feeling?
Why is Animal Crossing there?
Dude, don't talk fucking shit up. Dude, Animal Crossing is a big fucking game.
But Game of the Year?
People love that game. Bro, people love that game.
Is it Game of the Year worthy only because of the time that it released?
No.
I disagree fundamentally. Because has Animal Crossing ever been nominated for Game of the Year ever before?
Probably. Maybe.
If so, then I concede my point. However,
go ahead.
If this is the only year that it's been nominated, then it's because it came out at the beginning of quarantine and people sat and played it because they had nothing else to do.
Sir, I'll mind you, sir. Did Doom 2016 get nominated for GOTY?
It did not.
So then, is Doom Eternal nominated for GOTY because it released during quarantine?
I don't think Doom Eternal deserves to be Game of the Year this year. I love it. I think it was a great time. I don't think it's GOTY worthy.
Oh well, okay, well.
Yeah, you weren't expecting that.
Yeah. No, hold up. I don't expect Animal Crossing to win GOTY. I also don't expect Doom Eternal to. However, I do think that the nomination nod is worthy. Like, I think Doom Eternal is GOTY quality gaming.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know I spent a good 10-15 minutes this episode just ragging on companies and games. I liked Animal Crossing. I thought I had a good time with it.
Okay.
It's not a game that I've sunk hundreds of hours into because I got kind of bored after a point, but I had a lot of good experiences with Animal Crossing this year. So, and likewise with Doom Eternal. I talk about Doom all the time. It's a fun game. It's one of my favorite games of the year. I don't think they deserve to be Game of the Year. Honestly, neither does Hades.
Oh, that is a controversial thing to say.
Hades is good. Hades is very, very good.
Yeah.
All of these games on this list
mad.
are all very, very good. In my opinion, I think the games that deserve it the most, FF7R, Last of Us Part 2, and Ghost.
We are on the same page there.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I had to rank them in terms of how much they deserve it, FF7R, Ghost, Last of Us, Hades, Doom Eternal, Animal Crossing. I don't think those bottom three games should be Game of the Year.
Yes, I agree. Here's where I think it's going to shake up ultimately to, it's ultimately going to be FF7 versus Part 2.
Yeah,
right? Those
I
are the
agree.
main two that are one of them is gonna win. Which one? I don't know, right? I think overall, looking at pound for pound, looking at the best overall experience in terms of graphic fidelity, from gameplay, from visual, map, visual presentation, and everything that goes into a game, I'm still on the side of I think part 2 still deserves that, even though I fucking love Remake. Honestly, if it's any of those two, I'm not mad. I'm like, oh, that's fucking great, because so it's one of those two, right? But I will say, if Ghost ends up splitting the vote and wins this, I'm gonna cry.
I'd be happy if it were any of those three. Like, my top two are like is FF7 Ghosts. Like, part 2 is third place, but it's I don't know. If any of them win, like if any of those three win, I will be fine. Like that is,
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like it is deserved. Like last year, I felt cheated. Like last year, like seeing
Because
that.
what? It was Sekiro, right?
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's like,
I feel
really? Like we got RE2 remake, and you're giving it to Sekiro? You're gonna
Yeah.
spit in my face in
Yeah.
front of my salad?
In front of my salad. Last year, famously, me and Christian voted for Death Stranding to be GOTY, and that was before either of us played Resident Evil 2 remake.
Which is a crime. That was a crime.
We played it in January and quickly amended that decision.
Yeah, no.
very, very quickly. But yeah, I think I'm gonna cry if Ghost wins, because like that'll be such a good feel good story for Sucker Punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They kind of had a little skip and a little bit of a slide with Second Son. You know, that's very apparent, right? But then seeing them come back with a brand new IP, brand new story, brand new premise, and it wins GOTY, I'm gonna fucking cry for them. Like that's gonna be such a cool thing to see. However, I'm personally expecting / did vote for part 2 to win GOTY, just in merit of what Game of the Year laid out in definition forms of what they said their Game of the Year they're looking for. I think my personal Game of the Year is probably Final Fantasy VII Remake. All in all. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, dude, like, it needs not to be said anymore, you know? Remake was fantastic. But,
yeah, Remake is my Game of the Year.
yeah, so I think, honestly, if Remake wins or Part 2 wins, I'm happy. If Ghost wins, I'm, like, crying tears like, holy shit, the underdog won. Like, that's going to be dope as fuck.
I was going to say Hades is the underdog. Like, Hades is an indie game.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I just feel like Hades is the Celeste of 2018. Everyone loved Celeste. I adore, like, Celeste is one of my top 3 games of all time, like, hands down, right? But I wasn't really expecting it to win, but I think the amount of momentum Hades has, I don't know what's bigger momentum-wise, because Celeste had a lot of momentum as well going into GOTY, but Hades may have more. I don't know.
I honestly think Celeste had more momentum because everyone was talking about Celeste. Like, I see a lot of people talking about Hades, don't get me wrong. And all of it's all of it is deserved. But everyone was talking about Celeste. So, I don't know. If any of these games win, like Hades is like, okay, whatever. Like, you know, it was a good game. I'm not upset it won. Doom Eternal, rip and tear, baby. It's not gonna win, but if it did, that'd be cool. I've already said my piece on Ghost, FF7 and Part 2. If Animal Crossing wins, I'm gonna throw something.
Oh man!
You got 4 options, ranging from begrudging acceptance to joy. Animal Crossing does not spark joy. I will be livid. It's like, you're telling me in the year of our Lord 2020 that this island game beat Part 2 and beat Ghosts and FF7R.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I'm excited though. I will say for Hades, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message. I get chills every time. Like, it's so fucking dope. But I fucking love Hades. But moving on. Of course, you know, there is Xbox Game Pass, right? We all know it. You know what I'm saying? It's a great time, right? Now, in the same interview with the Russian media outlet TASS, TASS, Jim Ryan said that there is actually news to come, but just not today, when asked about Sony's response to Game Pass. Now, this is a very interesting statement because I want to read you some statements that he gave about Game Pass towards the summertime, right? Now, these were given to gamesindustry.biz, right? Same person, Jim Ryan, said this about Game Pass. Quote, "It doesn't make sense for us. We are not going to go down the road of putting new release titles into a subscription model. These games cost many millions of dollars, well over 100 million to develop. We just don't see that as sustainable." So what the fuck happened in 6 months? where you know, like, and like, I'm not against a PlayStation Game Pass. Like, I think that's a really, really enticing thing to, you know, have as someone that loves first party PlayStation. Like, you know, it's never bad as a consumer specifically to pay less for, you know, games. Never bad, I feel like, right? Now, when you blow up that whole perspective and you talk about the longevity of development studios in terms of revenue that they're making, that's a whole different argument, right? That I can see that, you know, there are, like, if it's a matter of like, hey, would you rather pay like $10 a month for like Naughty Dog's next game, right? Or have a, you know, means where you can pay the full 70 and ensure their survivability in this medium, whether that's on me or not. I want to keep the studios there, right? Like, I want to keep people fed in that studio, you know, environment, right? But how do you feel about this? You know, as someone that has Game Pass, what are your thoughts on there being potentially a new, you know, front runner subscription model into the business? And like, how does that play out with PS Now already?
Well, PS Now seems like it's like, oh, this is the classic collection. Like, it's like, if you want to play games from PS3, PS2, and PS1, PS Now is the way to go. But if you want like the new nitty gritty, here's PlayStation Game Pass or whatever, PS Game Pass.
Yeah.
And like, it's cool. Like having a subscription for stuff like that would definitely be interesting, but I don't believe it would be something that I would participate in because there are a few variables that are here. So with Game Pass, there are some games that are on Xbox and PC. Sony has just, let's say, oh yeah, this is like, oh, here's Spider-Man 2, here's Ragnarok, here's all that. I will be buying those games because I don't want to have to worry about losing my ability to play those games. If I do not want to continue my subscription, or in the situation that I cannot afford to continue my subscription. Because
that's a fair point.
It's like, oh, I don't have my subscription anymore. I can't play Spider-Man 2. I can't play Ragnarok. I can't play Rift Apart. So that sucks. That's not something that I would personally participate in because this is the only way that I can think of to describe it. Sony games mean more to me than Xbox games. Like, PlayStation games are more important to me, so I'm more willing to shell out $70 these days to play these games, like to keep them in my library permanently, and rather than, you know, like Outer Worlds where it's like, oh, I'll play it on Game Pass. I don't really care. It's like, oh, you can't play Outer Worlds anymore. It's like, oh no.
Right. Okay. I feel you on that. Wow. Okay. I actually like that. I like that perspective a lot. I like it. Like, and it's a little bit different for me just because, like, I don't foresee myself ever not having PS Plus or PS Now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's just totally just me, just like a bias thing of like, you know, like those are like bills to me that are on the same level as like my cell phone bill. You know what I'm saying? It's like not necessarily. I mean, the phone is more of a necessity, right, in the modern age. But like, I view my PlayStation stuff. You know what? To put it more into like one-on-one, I feel like it's more like my Amazon Prime subscription, where it's like, yeah, like, the way I live my life, right? These are services that are important to me, right? Not saying that they're not important to you at all, because that's not what you were saying, but like, that's why like I don't foresee myself ever not having PS Plus or PS Now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, there's no fear from me like in terms of not having access to a game on a subscription service, but that may change. Who knows, right? Like maybe down the road they decide to take off God of War off of PS Now, and it's like, the fuck, like,
Yeah.
But and like there are examples of them adding PS4 games on PS Now, that are for a limited time. Like, I remember when God of War was only on there for like 6 months. Now it's on PlayStation Plus Collection, so you can just add to your library and always have it, as long as you have a PS Plus subscription. But there's a real truth to what you were saying, and like I appreciate that perspective as well. I feel you, bro. I feel you. But I think it's interesting, though. I highly doubt it'll be the exact equivalent to Game Pass, but I'm very interested to see what they do here. Now I'm intrigued with this turn of the page, and them, and by them I mean specifically, I guess, Jim Ryan, going back on it and saying that, hey, we actually will have news on this. We'll let you know. That's interesting. That also couples what Jim Ryan also said at Video Game Chronicles. In a interview with GQ, he was asked about them expanding or doing anything to PlayStation Plus Collection. He says, quote, "Well, we're going to wait and see how the world receives the Plus Collection. Which games are played, how much they're played, before we make any decisions about that. We think it's potentially going to be a great user acquisition tool. Arguably, if you never had a PS4 and you choose to buy a PS5, you basically get a PS5, right?" I fucking hate that sentence.
Yeah.
Because, like, let's not act like PS4 was defined by just these games. You don't have Part 2 here. You don't have Ghost here. Like, there's a lot. So that was a bit hyperbolic. If it's the majority of the PS generation, I think you can make that argument, sure. Like, there's heavy hitters like God of War, Bloodborne, Persona 5, Fallout 4. Like, there's a lot of good there, but let's not act like it's essentially a PS4 with a PS5. Like, you can fuck off. Like there was other things with PS4 that were great that aren't on the collection. But what are your thoughts on them expanding this PlayStation Plus collection?
Well, no complaints. I think, like, it'll... I know I spout this rhetoric all the time. This is somebody's first console. This is out there for many people. This is somebody's first PlayStation console. Having the ability to play the games that define this system, not just the PS5, but the PlayStation console in general, 1 to 5, having the ability to readily play any of the games that define the console for so many people, there's nothing, like, it's only a positive. Mm-hmm. It, like, somebody's first PlayStation game ever might be Bugsnax. It might be Demon's Souls. It might be whatever. But if you have the collection, it's like, hey, and you scroll through all these games, it might be Infamous. It might be the original God of War. It might be God of War 2018. You have to, when you make decisions like this, you have to keep those people in mind. Not just the veterans of the console, not just like people like us, but the people that are just now walking into gaming. Like, people that are walking into and have the ability to play games for the very first time. Like how Uncharted was my first Sony game. The PS3 was my first Sony console. Uncharted was my very first Sony game. And that's what got me hooked. You have to be able to cater to the people, like those people. It's like, hey, like, here's a new console. You may not be able to buy all the new games because not everybody has the ability to buy a $400 to $500 console and Miles Morales and Demon's Souls and all the heavy hitters right off the bat. So giving them the opportunity to play everything that defined your company as a gaming company is only a win-win. Like there are no downsides.
I would like to see them expand it. Like maybe like keep the number of games in the collection there, but let's rotate some things out. Like let's drop Fallout 4 in like 6 months time for like Ghost of Tsushima or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think the PlayStation Plus collection should be the games that like were heavy hitter PlayStation games, because when people talk about Fallout 4, they never talk about it. It's like, oh yeah, I loved it on PS4. Like they talk about it on PC or on Xbox, honestly. Like I don't think Fallout 4 should be there. I think it should be the classic or the Ratchet remake, if anything.
Right. Yeah.
It's like it should be games that have defined the PlayStation brand. And if you can't fill a decent catalog with them, then have you really made a console worth selling to people? After 4 previous generations.
Talk that talk, King. Talk that talk. Actually, I have a firsthand, story about the PlayStation Plus collection. My little brother, of course, he got a PS5. We were able to find him one. Thank God. And he's playing through Batman Arkham Knight, and he's loving the fuck out of it. He's really enjoying it, and it's like, my boy, you'll love to see this. And he got it via the PS Plus collection, so you'll love to see it.
You love to see it.
I'm like, God, there's so many more bangers on here. He's ready to play God of War. He's played Spider-Man as well, but like, I want to tell him, yo, bro, after that, I mean, shit, you could play Ratchet and Clank. You could play, Crash Bandicoot if you want. Bloodborne if you're really trying to do that. Days Gone, We'll see. So he has a whole, plethora of good stuff. I think he's played Last of Us. I'm pretty sure he has. I think. He has. But he hasn't played the second one yet, but good stuff there. Last one here to talk about is just involving some more things involving Microsoft buying Bethesda and all that. I guess, because I do want to follow this story. I want to see what comes of this. Because we did have Jim Ryan once again talking to the Russian outlet TASS. He was asked about if Starfield was coming to PlayStation consoles. He replied saying, "That's a decision that is out of our hands. We'll wait and see what happens. I look forward to learning about that. Our emphasis has been to focus on really steady, slow, but consistent organic growth of our studios, selectively bolstered by acquisitions. We respect the steps taken by our competition. They seem logical and sensible, but we're equally happy and confident we've got a better launch lineup than we've ever had at any of our console launches." Holy shit. Jesus Christ. God damn. So apparently Starfield is out of their hands in terms of being on PlayStation. I'm still of the mind that I think that if it's not going to be time exclusive, it will come to PS5 day one. But what are your thoughts? If you have any.
On Starfield, head empty, no thoughts.
Yeah, I just want to see it. I just want to see what we got working for it. And I'm more interested in what platform Starfield ends up on than the game itself, if I'm being honest. I'm just really curious to see how this all shakes up with Bethesda, and if their games come to PlayStation, because I think they will, but that's just me. I don't know.
Honestly, the last 4 years we have been scorned by space games. Honestly, longer. Because Star Citizen,
that game's never coming out.
I will have a PS5 before Star Citizen comes out. I will be able to hunt one down in the trenches, in the Arctic, wherever it takes. I will scour the earth for a PS5. And when I finally find one at the ends of the earth, I'll still have to wait for Star Citizen. And
he's gonna collect all the stones.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna collect all the Infinity Stones, the Chaos Emeralds, the Dragon Balls. Like, when there is nothing left to collect, and when the Earth has been platinumed, it's maybe Star Citizen will release.
You know, because when you think about space games, right? Like, Andromeda wasn't liked at all. Well liked, at least. No Man's Sky was
Rough
No Man's
start.
Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very rough start. Now it's different, but, you know, rough start. Fallen Order, I mean, I won't call it a space game, but, like, you know.
Yeah.
It was good, but, you know, technically it wasn't the best.
When we talk space games in the
Anthem.
I was gonna say games with like space exploration. I don't think Fallen Order is a game with like it has a very linear story.
Fair point. Very, very fair point. I was thinking about like games that take place
in space.
in space, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, like Andromeda has a lot of like there are a bunch of planets that you can explore. There are nothing on them, but you can explore them in quotations. So that No Man's Sky, Star Citizen not being a game. Elite Dangerous is good, so big ups to Elite Dangerous. But,
I am going to play Andromeda.
Oh, God.
After the Mass Effect trilogy. I think I'm going to do it.
Let me get that stream series.
I don't know if I'll stream Mass Effect, bro.
Well, I just want Andromeda. I just want one.
Okay.
Just like a one episode stream, because I want to see. I want you to play Mass Effect Legendary at your own pace, at your own time. Yes. I want you to let the story seep in,
okay,
and like marinate, and you can truly understand whether or not, like, you can see, is like, do I love this game, or do I like it, or do I not like it at all?
I really want to see it, because I'm on the opposite coin of Arkham Knight. I don't think Arkham Knight is that bad.
I like Arkham Knight. I don't think there is a single bad Arkham game. With a mainline Arkham game, when you get to Blackgate and stuff like that, then the lines become a little more nuanced. But when you think of the mainline Arkham games, Origins is my least favorite, gameplay wise. Narratively, it is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
but
I liked Origins a lot.
I don't know. There's something weird about how the combat feels. Like, did you play the Arkham Knight DLC, the Batgirl one?
I didn't. No.
So the company that made the Batgirl DLC in Arkham Knight made Origins, and I could immediately feel it. I could immediately feel the difference between Rocksteady's combat and their combat. It just felt different, and I didn't like it.
Just hit different.
It
just
did hit different. So Arkham Origins narratively is a very good time. Like, there's a lot of good moments in Origins. Asylum is great. City is great. Night is good. Like, City, Asylum, Night, Origins, in my opinion. Overall.
I think I go... Honestly, Night, City.
You like Night more than City?
I do. I know that's unpopular. I do.
Dude, that is.
I do.
It is just hot takes today. You like Assassin's Creed? First you like Assassin's Creed. Now you say that.
Oh man. I do like Origins a lot. I think Origins might be oversized. You know what? Never mind. I can't say that. Can I?
Yeah, go. You're allowed to say it. Are you correct in saying it? No. But are you?
Listen, I like playing as Batman during Christmas. That was a very, very fun time. You know. I like the relationship between him and Alfred, you know, in
Like
the
I-
early years of him being Batman.
Yeah, like I said, narratively, Origins is great. But if you look me in, I know what you're thinking. You look me in the eyes, and you're gonna tell me that Origins is better than City. You're going to cap that
No,
hard.
wait, no.
Oh,
I was saying his Origins better than Asylum is what I was saying. What I was about to say.
That's
not
still cap.
Yeah.
Not as much.
Yeah, because I love Asylum for like, hey, it takes place in Arkham, and this is what it is. Like, it's Batman in this shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. Oh well. But that's been the news topics. But I want to just quickly do this section. This is just gonna be the PS5 review. What do I think of it? I asked the good old people on Twitter about it. Again, follow at PSourceVids. And I had a few people write in. Do you want to kind of just read them? Just to get a little gauge on what the audience was feeling about PS5. Tabiwa Musa says, seamless switching between games and faster loading is epic, but like most people note, the DualSense feel... Wait, I think I'd say, note the DualSense feels a noticeable difference. Haven't had as much time to play as I wanted to because of work, but it's been dope. Just need the custom wraps to arrive, then I'll fully be in the new era. As 2021 rolls up and some of the other titles started dropping, that's when we'll fully get to feel what's capable of what it's fully capable of. But overall, it's been seamless for me. Like I mentioned the other day, the only thing I truly miss off PS4 is my themes, which I can really feel that. Honestly, I can feel that. Next up here, we had J _ the Golden Nun 9 says, I enjoy my PS5, no complaints, low-key want to plasti dip it with spray paint, and I saw a video on it, but nervous to even attempt it. Yeah, I will not be doing that. Fuck no. I can barely, like, color a coloring book. Fuck no. I'm not gonna do that. Owen says, bro, I love it. Had a few issues here and there, but nothing bad. The DualSense is by far my favorite controller ever. It's so good. Sad to see the road to PS5 videos ending. Well, the road must end. We will continue in 2021. But so I am 2 weeks with the PS5? Am I? Or only a week? No, it's been a week.
A week and some change.
A week and some change with the PS5. I'm still loving it. I do miss and hope that they add different colors to the UI. I know it's a little thing, but bro, I want some more blue on my fucking PlayStation. Like, I don't like this gray, brownish type thing. I know it looks more elegant, but fuck that. I want blue, right?
You want yellow.
Oh, don't even get me started on that blue and yellow. Oh, man. I wish. But overall, I love the PS5. Liking it a lot. It definitely feels like a step up. Like this morning, I was able to do a side quest of Valhalla, back out, and I promise you, in like maybe a minute and 15 seconds, I was in a multiplayer match in Black Ops Cold War. And going back the same way, again, like really, really quick switching. I'm really enjoying that. It's not quick resume like on Xbox. I know that's a lot more impressive, but it's a noticeable speed that I think is fundamentally changing the way I game. I'm loving the PS5. I think with its day one offering, I think it's definitely well worth the money in terms of what you'll be able to experience on day one on PS5. And I think it's a great launch. I think it's great. You know, like I remember feeling a little bit like bored on early PS4 days. I don't think I'll have that with PS5, honestly. I really don't think we're going to be bored with it, you know. I mean, we'll see how year one goes and year two goes, but I think that, you know, after PS4 having, you know, this just level up of all first party, and when they release and stuff like that, I think that I doubt we're going to see a repeat of 2014 PS4 era. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, like, hopefully not. Can
you imagine?
The PS4 was boring as hell until mid 2016.
Yes. That is, that's like, there were games that were still coming out here and there, but like it didn't start picking up that fire until I'd say 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
I would say Bloodborne and Uncharted 4 was when the PS4 really started picking up speed. Like, it was at a snail's pace, and then it went into a full sprint.
Yes. Yeah. Like, we got banger after fucking, like, second half of PS4 is like one for the books. Like, it was legendary as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And so far, I mean, hey, early PS5 having Demon Souls. A lot of people are loving Sackboy. I haven't tried it yet, but a lot of people are loving Sackboy. We adored Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? Astro's Playroom is fucking phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? We have, I mean, you know, I'm gonna say it, Valhalla, fucking fuego. We have a Call of Duty we have a Call of Duty multiplayer that is not utter trash like Ghost was. You know what I'm saying? It's really, you know what? I won't call Ghost utter trash, but you know, I like Cold War a lot more in its heyday than I did Ghost during its heyday. You know?
No, Ghost was trash.
Yeah. Like
if you don't want to say it, then I will.
I mean, I call like Advanced Warfare fucking trash. You know what I'm saying? And like, at least I could play Ghost.
Ghost was trash. Advanced Warfare was trash. Infinite Warfare was trash.
Infinite Warfare was the
also
worst.
Trash.
World War II was decent.
Trash. Bargain bin. Bottom of the barrel. Throwing it in the garbage. I think I literally did just throw my disc one day. I was bored. It's like, and I got it for like $20. So I threw it like a frisbee, and I never saw it again.
I never beat the Infinite Warfare campaign, and like, you know how easy it is for me to just, you know how easy it is to convince me to play a COD campaign.
Yeah, no,
I don't care.
It's pretty easy to convince you to
play
bad games.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, like you've played the Odyssey, Valhalla. Like, it's not too hard.
Dude, I can't even hate because I hit the layup and you fucking dunked that shit. I can't even hate. I set it up to just perfect, just be dunked on. But so in my personal point of view, right, we have a fantastic open world game. we have a great, you know, Call of Duty multiplayer experience. We have fantastic first party that I've experienced from Miles Morales. A lot of people are saying that they're loving Demon Souls, right? There's some issues with Demon Souls I've been hearing, but you know, in terms of 3D platformers, we have a fantastic playroom that's free with every console, and a lot of people are very much enjoying Sackboy as well. I haven't experienced it, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. So overall, this launch is fucking fantastic. Great stuff. Great stuff all around. You know, so couple that with the very impressive hardware that PS5 has been having. We already have another update for the system that fixed some rest mode stuff and issues that people were having. But overall, I mean, I think we're in a very, very, very strong place. Early PS5, a lot stronger than PS4 early days, and I think it's gonna continue, hopefully. So, PS5 review, 1 out of 10. I think last week I gave you an 8, right?
Yeah.
I think. Honestly, spending more time with it, it's around the same region, maybe a little bit more, you know, because like being able to, what's been surprising me is that using more of the cards that I feel like I didn't use when I first got my PS5 that much, it's impressive, bro. Like, bro, I promise you, you legit choose like, okay, yeah, I'm like 56% of the Miles Morales, crimes, and you can hit square to resume. It legitimately puts you in the open world in front of a side mission.
Yeah.
In, I promise you, like fucking 10 seconds.
I saw that. I think I sent it to you.
Bro, yeah. You did. It's like, what the fuck? It is so impressive. It's less impressive in Valhalla because, like, what I feel like it's doing is, like, it just does an automatic script where, like, it presses X in the main menu, chooses your save file, then goes into it. So, like, it's a little bit slower on Valhalla, but, like, it's, you know, getting the same type of feel of, like, yo, you're you're spending less time getting into the game. With Miles Morales, it's way more impressive. But it's stuff like that's like really making me appreciate the PS5 a lot more. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 8.5. Fuck it, 8.5 out of 10. PS5 has been fantastic. That's in my review of the PS5.
I wish I could review it.
I know, man. I feel you, bro.
I'm just here vibing.
Just surviving. But perhaps you'll win the bets, because let's go over the bets recap. Again, to reiterate, the winners will receive Mass Effect Legendary Edition on a platform of their choosing. Let's go over these bets. Okay. The first one here is how long until the PS5 controller runs out, starting from out of the box. I want to talk a little bit about this, right? I will say overall that the PS5's controller battery is not that impressive. Okay.
Really?
I think, yeah, it's like at least early on. So I think what is the big factor is that I think you couple the battery life with the haptic feedback, with all that. Like Playroom, I noticed it like drain. Like it didn't die on me ever, but when I was done with the session, it would be at like the middle battery type thing. Like out of the 3 battery increments, it'd be in the middle. I'm like, like damn, like I wasn't really even playing that long, you know? So I feel like it drained quicker with games that use the haptic feedback and all that super intensely. But I do feel like it's around the same. I don't even know, because I have a habit of charging my controllers when I'm done using them, you know, so like I never really have an issue with battery life ever. The only time I really noticed it on PS4 was with Red Dead 2 when I was binging that game.
Do we want to look up people's experiences with it?
Yeah, I think we should. So I'm gonna do Google search like, hey, how long until PS5 controller dies? I'm just gonna start there. Let's see what we got. So VG 24/7 has something where, so I want to make sure it's after the release. So yeah, so Thursday, November 12th. So they probably had the console before. Let's see. So with Astro's Playroom, he's saying he was getting. Damn it. Where the hell is it? I just saw it. I saw 4 to 6 somewhere, but that's true. Or maybe that's the size of the length of the game. Can you for 6 with solo? Okay, so where did I see that? Here it is. Got it. Okay, here it is. So in a few tests in Astro's Playroom, I've had the DualSense battery life hover around 4 to 6 hours. This is far better than the ridiculous 2-hour claim. Yeah, people were saying those 2 hours battery life, but 4 to 6. Now that's on Playroom, which I can believe that, you know, because I feel like it drained faster with the haptic feedbacks and all that. We'll go to Game Rant. Game Rant is saying that stronger battery life, but give me numbers. Okay, the controller can last between 4 to 8 hours on a single charge.
Yikes.
Yeah, I honestly, that I think was close to my experience. Like, here's what I will say. Out of the box, I played Playroom that day. And then we played Miles Morales. By the end of that day, I was at 1 battery charge. Like 1 section out of the 3 batteries. At the end of that play session. The PS5 never told me, hey, you're on low battery or whatever, but it was at 1 from out of the box.
Jesus.
And I think I played Miles Morales for like 2.5 hours, and then Playroom for maybe like 2 hours or something like that. Maybe less, maybe more, I don't know. But then again, that's the battery coming out of the box, so it's not fully charged at that point. But I don't think it's crazy to say that like the battery life hovers around like 6 to 8 or 9 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the wide range is probably 4 to 9. And like I know that's a wide range, but like it's definitely, I don't think it's reaching 13 hours. You know, or 12 hours. Honestly. I don't think it is.
Jesus.
So, like, I think looking at where we predicted, which you were saying 12 to 13, I was saying 8 to 9.
Yikes, that's an L.
Yeah, I think mine's is the winner.
That one's to you. L.
I think, yeah.
That was optimistic.
And like, given those two articles, I think that's where we're at. I don't like that green. That green is super neon. I don't like that. Let's do a little bit more Marcelo green. That works. All right. Will the PS5 sell over or under 2 million in the first 24 hours? This, I don't know what we do here, ArachKnight. What do you think?
Skip it. Just use the like. Here, let me pull up the questions. Like, I can't recall. Did we use a? Did we have a bonus question?
We do have a bonus question.
Then let's just use the bonus. Question 10.
Okay, we're gonna null and void question 7. We're gonna null that right now. Null and void. Because we're not able to answer that. Number 3. We will get a new game announcement the day before the PS5 comes out. ArachKnight got that easily. We did not get a game announcement. We did not. A major relevant game will not work or have blatant issues on PS5. Have you seen anything? I personally have not.
I also have not.
And I feel like we follow this stuff pretty closely. Like, if it was out there, we would know.
Yeah, no. I think we both lost that point. L.
Yes. So we both got an L. Right now it's tied 1-1. Fuck.
Also, does question 10 count for a rumor, or is that an official statement?
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Okay.
I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, that one we're gonna have to sit down and discuss. Wait, actually, we're here, right? Yeah. Here we are. Number 10/number 5. The way Google Docs works, it recognized the other numbers from the recap and did 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Fuck it. All right. Number 5. We will get news of a new studio acquisition before the PS5 comes out. The way this question was answered, ArachKnight might pull out the W because it was rumored that Blue Point would be purchased by Sony before the PS5 came out. That is something that was in the rumor mill. Now, like when news sites report on rumors, I call that news, right? Like we put that news in news docs. You know what I'm saying? For like random shows and all that.
Is that?
And we never.
Is that my point?
Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say is like have of like official like new like has this been reported by like sites? Like
I mean, you know what? Let's do a quick Google search. Let's see. Blue Point acquired by Sony. Because I know like I gotta assume that IGN did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Screen Daily, Yahoo, actually, fuck, Variety. No, that's different. Sony buying Blueprint. Not Blueprint. Come on now. Okay, let's see. So I see Reddit. I see kitsguru.net. I see Escapist Magazine. I see WCCFT Tech. I see Inverse. Reset Era doesn't count. I'd say neither does Reddit either.
Yeah, Reddit doesn't count.
Metro.co.uk. That's definitely reputable, I think. You know? So, not the IGNs of the world, you know?
I think my parents are watching Superman downstairs. I can hear the Superman theme playing.
I can hear it too. That's kind of crazy.
Oh, God. That is downstairs. Superman? That is not in the other room. That is downstairs.
Shit, yo. They're loud as hell.
We gotta... Damn.
Newsbreak, Nintendo Smash, Nexus Hub, futuregamereleases.com. I don't know, man. Like, I think there's a few of these here that seem reputable.
Where did we
enough.
see it?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me look up where I found it.
Like the biggest one I see is WCCF Tech. You know, I don't know how legit they are, but like they seem, like around.
Oh yeah, reset error doesn't count. Hell.
So yeah, that's that. Honestly, I'm inclined to give it to you. I don't know. I mean, because we never denounced, like, does it have to be like official or whatever. Like, we will get news of a new studio acquisition before the PS5 comes out. I don't know, honestly. I
don't know. The PlayStation UK tweeted the SIE Worldwide Studios PS5 launch games: Demon's Souls, Astro's Playroom, Sackboy, and Miles Morales. Demon's Souls is a Bluepoint game.
Yeah. And with Bluepoint, Sony published that game, so it's considered a first-party game in their eyes. Technically, it's second-party, but since they don't own them yet, per se. But that's where that comes in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You want to let that question marinate, and we can go into the next one?
Yeah, let's let it marinate. Let's let it marinate. I'm gonna highlight number 4, whatever, because that one nobody got.
Oh.
And then let's see. So number 5 was me. Number 7 is Null and Void. Number 8 is you. Number 9 is nobody got, and then 10 is in contention. The bonus, 3-part bonus, 1 point per part. Fuck, god damn. So let's go with the first point. PS Now remastering engine is real. Oh fuck. ArachKnight said yes. I said no. So I think that one's me. I think. Right.
For the definition of the remastering engine, isn't that just an upscale? Does PS Now upscale their games?
No.
All right, then yeah, that's definitely your point.
And available day 1. It's not available. Wait. And available day 1. Shit. It's not available day 1. Right, okay, so you were saying that it's real, but it's not coming day 1.
Yeah.
I was saying that's not real and it's not coming day 1.
Yes. So you got question 1. We're looking at part 2 of question.
Yes. So I think that goes to me technically, I think. And then
well, I'm
gonna say it.
Isn't it 3 parts? Like, these are 3 separate questions?
Yeah. I'm going bit by bit.
Yeah, so if we both put no.
Oh my god, I'm reading the wrong thing. Shit, I'm sorry, my bad. Shit, sorry. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Thank you for pointing it out. Sorry, my bad. So we both got that. Okay, sorry, my bad. So that's W for you too. And then I'm gonna say it. PS Now facelift will impress many, including Kevin. Let's talk about this, okay? So what they've done with PS Now is that they've so if you can imagine the PS Store on PS5 and how that looks, right? It's very, very similar to the PS Store. It's essentially how it's laid out, and honestly, I'm gonna call it a W. Like, I'm pleasantly surprised that it is laid out the way it is, right? Like, I'm not over the moon, but I like what they did with PS Now. It looks updated. It looks modern. It's not looking like shit, you know? It is weird, though, because when you load a PS4 game, it puts you into the PS4 OS, and we've never had that with PS Now. Because before, you were running it on the PS4, so like it would just, you know, boot. So it's weird to see the PS4 OS running on PS5, but I'm pleased to say that it has impressed me. They have done work, so I think we can give both of us the W for that. All right. Boom, pow. Lickety split.
I am reading something old.
Okay.
PS Now has upscaling settings on PC client.
Okay.
Let me send you that.
So let me. Okay, yeah. Send me that. But let me also read what the remastering engine is. So let me see really quick. Okay, here it is. So let's see. Rumor has it that a PS5 engine dedicated entirely to remastering and upscaling games from previous generations initially started with online personality hip hop gamer, which it has been him that's been touting this whole thing. Announced during a stream of his that he had gathered from a source the existence of the engine and its capabilities. The rumor engine is reportedly going to be used in order to properly allow games from PS1 through PS4 and upcoming PS5, which is significant for Sony and PlayStation consumers for many reasons. The engine would potentially allow users to insert old game discs and play an updated version of the game. So it'd be up-resing, you're right.
Yeah.
I can't tell you, I have streamed a few PS Now games on PS5. What they have on the PC is not happening on PS5.
All right. Then that's
you know what I'm
still
saying?
Then that's still your point.
PS Now, yeah. Like I know, I actually didn't know that they upscaled on PC. Like that's pretty fucking cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. But as far as right now on PS5, that's not a thing.
Yeah. No. Then yeah, that's definitely your point.
I keep looking at number 10, dude. I want to give it to you, man. I really didn't think we would get any buzz about studio acquisitions. I want to give it to you, bro.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a tie then.
No, it's not, dude. Don't even tell me that. Is it really? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. Take it to the poll. Take it to the Twitter poll. I mean, are you?
I already lost part 2's bet. It's over.
You did? Oh yeah, PS5's out. Wait, what's the
thing that was hanging in the air is Factions comes out before PS5.
Fuck. Well, okay, what's the winning terms of that bet?
A $60 release game.
Fuck. Shit.
Hey man, I'm just glad I didn't have to buy you Avengers.
Yeah, right.
That's a W for me. I don't care that I lost.
Will you accept my thought process on giving you number 10? Because I legitimately did not think we would hear any buzz about a studio acquisition.
Sure, I will take number 10.
Okay, I'll give you number 10. That gives us a tie. Now, here's what I will also say. In the efforts that I feel bad that you haven't gotten the PS5, right?
No.
I want to declare you the winner.
No.
Do you want to take it to the poll?
Yes.
Okay. How long do you want this poll to go?
I don't know, like 12 hours. We'll give it a full day, or like the rest of the day, and then you and I will we will discuss it later, like tomorrow, and then you'll tweet the winner.
Yeah. You're gonna see the winner of the bet on Twitter. You won't see it on this podcast. Do we want to go 24 hours?
Yeah, why not?
Let's go a day. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the road to PS5 bets recap.
I want you to know that even if I win this, I'm gonna give you the Mass Effect Legendary Collection. We're just gonna gift it to each other.
No. We gotta play this shit for real. Alright?
I mean, but what other game is there? Because, like, I'm glad you bought Valhalla, because I wasn't gonna buy you that either.
I mean, Resident Evil 8? I don't know.
Alright, yeah. Alright, we'll bet RE8 for Last of Us.
There's some things, for sure.
Yeah. A year of PlayStation Plus. We'll figure it out.
You are the tiebreaker. Who will win the bets episode? And I'll put and why. Why not? Fuck it. Tell me why. Here we go. ArachKnight. T, A, D, 1, 2, 3. For one day. The poll is up right now. I will tweet out at 2 p.m. the results tomorrow. And, yeah, that's that. Fuck, man. I can't. Why is it always getting fucking tied?
It's always down to the wire. It makes it interesting. It makes it interactive.
Man. I'm putting it in the Discord for everyone. Man. That's crazy. Who would have thought? ArachKnight. It's been a valiant recap episode. It's also been the valiant Road 2 series. You hate to see it end. It's been an absolute fantastic time. 15 weeks straight talking about PS5.
Talk about.
Do you have any?
Snacks.
Huh? What's up?
Talk about Bug Snacks.
Talk about Bug Snacks. Do you have any closing thoughts on Road to PS5, good sir?
I want one. 15 weeks on the show and I don't even have the console. That's an L. But I can't wait to get my hands on one. This has been a great time. This has been I've had such a blast talking about the history of PlayStation and what these games have meant to me. It's been great reading the comments and talking to everybody in the Discord and all that about seeing how much these games have meant to all of us, and what these consoles mean to us as people. So I'm very grateful. Thank you for having me. It has been a blast.
Well, I wouldn't want to do it with no one else. Nah, I'm playing. I'm gonna cry. But it's been fucking fantastic. The Road 2 series is supposed to be a project or be a series of podcasts where people can convene every week to gush about their excitement for an upcoming product, right? That is the core of what I want to do with Road 2 series. And I think Road to PS5 was a perfect example of how we can do it for hardware and not only just games, right? Right. I think it was great. I love the historical aspects that we hit on it. I loved, the conference reactions. I loved even the long games.
The legendary list episode.
The legendary list episode. Oh, man. But overall, I had a great time with it. And it was not possible without ArachKnight. So, big ups to the homie. Much love. And thank you all for listening to Road to PS5. If you stuck out with us through 15 episodes, it's been a blast. I'll miss the fucking intro, though. I fucking love the PS5 intro. Road to PS5 intro. I'll miss it dearly. But, yeah. Road to PS5. The end of the road is here. ArachKnight, to make sure that people don't miss you, where can the people find you?
I am on the PlayStation Source Discord under the same name and on Twitter at Orly_Messias.
Beautiful. And for the last time, this has been Road to PS5, the weekly podcast series about any and all things PS5 as we head towards the release of the PlayStation 5 / or upon the PS5. You can catch us so here on youtube.com/PlayStation Source, as well as your favorite podcast service every Sunday by hitting that anchor link down below to find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and any other major podcast service, or by just searching PlayStation Source podcast feed. To support the show, you can of course like and subscribe, as well as become a member of the channel by hitting the join button or link in the description. The Prince tier is $1, King tier is $5, giving you access to different channel badges, emotes, as well as shout outs and all pieces of content, just like the homies, Caleb Kaiser first. Caleb Kaiser, Owen, ArachKnight, Chungi, and Tapiwa Musa. Much love to you, gentlemen. Follow us on other platforms such as Discord and Twitter down below in the description as well. I'm not gonna lie, I got some chills reading that for the last time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Road to PS5. Thank you for the support. And trust me, we'll be back in 2021 with some more Road 2 series. Fret not. It's all good. We will be back. We will be back.
We will be
all
back.
Right? Definitely. And for the last time on Road to PS5, thank you all for watching. And as always, greatness awaits.
awaits.
Later, guys.
Later. Thanks for everything.